Yeah. I'm pretty thankful the Falcons didn't pick him up. What's going on, Falcons fans? Logan here. Welcome back to Wrestle Rundown, and if you're new here, welcome. So, this is a video that I probably should have made a while ago, but here we are doing it now. What are the toughest opponents the Atlanta Falcons are going to have to face in 2022? Or who are the toughest opponents, I should say. Now, we don't want to take any opponent lightly, of course. We want to make sure that we don't take any opponent lightly, and we try to win every game. But there are some teams that you probably are a little more worried about than the others. And what are those teams that we're probably a little more worried about than the other teams? Well, we'll get into that in just a second. But before we do that, I wanted to go over some teams that didn't quite make the list, because I do have my questions about them, but they also could be a threat. The first team is the Pittsburgh Steelers. So this is obviously a tough team if you have Mike Tomlin as your head coach. Mike Tomlin is a coach that just time and time again has proven that he will take this team to the playoffs. His worst record with the Steelers, I'm pretty sure, was 8-8. So he just does not know how to lose. And they do still have a great defense and some playmakers on offense. However, my questions with this team is, not that Big Ben was all that good last year, but they did lose Big Ben, and now they have a rookie quarterback in Kenny Pickett, who a lot of people didn't really have all that many high expectations for. Frankly, I don't think he would have been a first rounder if the Steelers weren't so desperate for a quarterback. But at the same time, the Falcons have a rookie quarterback in Desmond Ridder, and I think by this time when the Falcons play, both rookie quarterbacks are going to be playing. And what I'm trying to get at is this could be a slugfest if the quarterbacks are just as bad as everyone was making them out to be heading into the draft. I really hope that's not the case, by the way. I hope Desmond Ridder is freaking awesome. Or maybe Marcus Mariota is great and he doesn't get benched by Desmond Ridder by this time. Basically, I want the Falcons quarterbacks to succeed and the Steelers not to. And that's a biased take, but it's true. And also, the Steelers did lose Juju Smith-Schuster. I think that'll affect them a little bit. I'm not going to say that us being home is a good thing for the Steelers, because Steelers fans travel a lot, and the Falcons' home field advantage has been pretty weak as of late, so I'm not going to count that. So my questions are, if the quarterbacks aren't good, this could be a slugfest. And I think losing Juju will hurt them a little bit, but regardless, this is a game to watch out for as long as Mike Tomlin is the head coach. Another team that didn't quite make the list is the Cleveland Browns. I wonder why they didn't quite make the list. I wonder if it's because we're unsure on if Deshaun Watson's gonna play. Yeah, it's because I'm not sure if Deshaun Watson's going to play. There's all these rumors on if Deshaun Watson will even play, and he might get suspended for like the first 4 weeks of the season. If it is the first 4 weeks of the season, we got lucky because we play them week 4. So it's the last week of his suspension. I really don't think Baker Mayfield is going to be on the Browns. And even if he is on the Browns, I don't think he's even going to try. I think he's going to want to show that he wants out. So if Deshaun Watson's not playing, I think that this could be not really an easy win, but just a winnable game. And I think we're home, too. I don't think Browns fans travel as well as Steelers fans, right? I don't think so. There might be a lot of Falcons fans that want to see this game anyway. If Deshaun Watson was going to be a Falcon, they probably just want to see him versus the Falcons. But if Deshaun Watson plays, obviously this is something to worry about, because Deshaun Watson, all the drama aside, he is a top 4 quarterback at least, or, he was a top 4 quarterback. I don't know how he's going to play after a year of suspension, let alone is the team even going to want to play for him? Like, they have to build a chemistry. There's a lot of question marks with this Browns team, and I frankly wasn't really all that high on them to begin with, but at the same time, Deshaun Watson is a talented player. Even though we don't really want to play him, and we don't really, if all of this is true that he's guilty, we probably don't really want to see him play at all. But credit where it's due, he's a great quarterback, so if he plays, watch out. The next team is the Arizona Cardinals. So the Cardinals, I guess they are lucky that they're in the NFC. The NFC is a lot easier to grab a wild card spot. So even if they have this history of, choking in the second half of the season, they'll probably still be fighting for a wild card spot anyway. I just think that they're too talented. They have Kyler Murray at quarterback, and I think DeAndre Hopkins will be playing at this time, and J.J. Watt, hopefully. And they have a great team, but they also have a history of choking in the second half. And we literally play them in the second to last week of the season. So, I don't know. Like, the Cardinals are definitely kind of proving they might have been frauds late last year, but they are still a talented team. I think they will still at least be a playoff contender. So, you still got to watch out for them. And then the last team that I have that didn't quite make the list is the San Francisco 49ers. Obviously, this is a team to watch out for because it's the Falcons versus Kyle Shanahan. That will apparently just be a rivalry. But another thing, the 49ers do have a good team. I'm a little lower on the team, but whatever. I guess they made the NFC Championship last year, so I guess you can't deny that they're good. So they have a good team, but my question is Trey Lance the answer? I never said anything on Twitter or on YouTube or anything, but I just, for some reason, I kind of felt it in my gut that Trey Lance was going to disappoint. I don't know why, I just kind of did. And when I saw the reports that he was underwhelming in practice, now, granted, we've seen this a lot. We saw that Jamar Chase was disappointing in the preseason, but then he ended up winning Rookie of the Year. So just because you disappoint in the offseason doesn't mean you'll disappoint in the regular season, but it's still kind of a concern for the 49ers' sake that Trey Lance isn't quite living up to the hype so far, at least. Or at least that's what they're saying. I don't know. So, I don't know. Something to look out for. 49ers might have a quarterback problem, and we could take advantage of that. The Falcons aren't really all that bad against Kyle Shanahan. It's just last year we kind of got obliterated, but before that we did great. So I don't know. But I don't know. It could be interesting. Anyway, let's get on to the list. Who are the teams that I really, really, really am worried about entering 2022? Well, the first one is kind of 2-1. The Saints and the Bucks. They're both division rivals, and I won't explain this for too long. For one thing, they're division rivals. Of course, that's always going to be a great game. Two, well, it's the Falcons and Saints. That'll just be this heated rivalry, and no matter how good or bad the teams are, there seems to always be an upset here or there for each team. And the Saints really don't have a bad roster. They have still that great defense with Marshawn Lattimore and Cam Jordan and whatnot. Dennis Allen, maybe he'll step up and be a great head coach and make this defense even better. Jameis Winston, people are kind of sleeping on the fact that he was a great quarterback before he got injured. Now, he has a challenge ahead of him with AJ Terrell, but other than that, yeah, this Saints team, they improved their receiving corps. This is going to be another game in New Orleans. This is always a tough environment in New Orleans. And they also kind of travel to Atlanta a lot, so that sucks. But yeah, this is going to be a tough game. And Buccaneers, simply put, we cannot beat Tom Brady, so we got to beat Tom Brady. The next team we really got to watch out for, which is week 2 of the regular season, the Los Angeles Rams. Wonder why. I wonder if it's because they literally just won the Super Bowl and we are going from Atlanta all the way to Los Angeles. Now, not that the Rams have this great fan base or anything, but for one thing, they won the Super Bowl. Maybe they're going to attract more of a fan base, but two, regardless, going from Atlanta to LA is always going to be tough. And oh yeah, it's Jalen Ramsey versus rookie receivers in Drake London and rookie quarterbacks like Desmond Ridder. I don't think Desmond Ridder is even going to start by week 2. I think it's going to be Marcus Mariota, but still, Marcus Mariota versus Jalen Ramsey. Oof. Aaron Donald, who got this big contract extension versus this offensive line. Ouch, 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 ouch. I don't want to hear more. Ow, we got to win this. And then the Super Bowl runner-up is another team we have to play on the road. The Falcons versus the Cincinnati Bengals. This is going to be tough. So thankfully we have some great corner to match up with Jamar Chase. But we still have to watch out for him, and then also Joe Burrow. This offensive line for the Bengals has actually gotten a little better, but we maybe could still take advantage of it with Grady Jarrett and hopefully Arnold Ebiketie. So that's like the only maybe good thing about this game is that maybe the offensive line didn't improve like we thought. Hopefully, I'm kind of just trying to find ways to make this sound good for the Falcons. Well, actually, I'll say this. I don't think the defense was all that ready last year. I think it was more of just the offense leading that team to the Super Bowl. It's not that the Bengals defense played bad, but I don't think they were like actually like Super Bowl good or anything. I think it was just the offense leading them there. But the Falcons offense is led with Marcus Mariota / a rookie quarterback in Desmond Ridder and Drake London and, well, Olamide Zaccheaus. So I guess like we have things to prove on offense as well. And the Bengals fans, when their team is good, they're actually pretty rowdy. So this is going to be a tough game. The next game is the Los Angeles Chargers. And I can't remember if we're home or away. But either way, at least we have something to be happy about. I think there's going to be Falcons fans that travel to LA because Chargers just, I don't know what it is, but they can't get a fan base in LA, even though they've built like a great team, actually. They have the quarterback, Justin Herbert. They have Khalil Mack now and a pass rush with Joey Bosa and that great secondary. And then I think they still have Keenan Allen and it's just, honestly, it's a great team. I don't know why no fans are coming out to see them play. Like, they have an amazing stadium and these awesome jerseys, maybe the best in the league, and a great team. Like, I don't know why there's no Chargers fans that come out. Like, I would totally want to, be in Hollywood watching the Chargers play. They didn't win the Super Bowl like the Rams did it, but I mean, they have a chance. I don't know. But yeah, that's the only positive takeaway is that I think the Falcons are going to have more of a home field advantage, weirdly, but not with the roster. This Chargers team is, like, when you look at it on paper, we have absolutely no chance, but maybe we do. I don't know. And then the last team that has made this list is the Baltimore Ravens. Now, this is kind of late in the season, and the AFC is a little stacked. Are the Ravens even still going to be in playoff contention? I kind of think they will. I think people are kind of sleeping on them. They really weren't out of the playoffs until they all got injured last year, and I think they're going to come back healthy. Lamar Jackson is kind of being underrated. Like, I think he's still one of the top, like, maybe this is bold, but top 10 quarterbacks, at least. I don't know. And then John Harbaugh, they obviously have a great connection there, and they have a great offense to, use, and the defense needs to really find a way to stop Lamar Jackson and that, read option stuff that they got going on. And, man, the receiving core is actually a lot better. And, of course, with John Harbaugh, you've got a great Ravens defense to worry about. And, well, the Ravens' home field advantage is elite. So, I don't know. This is going to be tough. Those are the teams that I look at, and I'm just like, we got to win those games. We have to win every game, of course, but those games in specific, I really worry about. But what about you guys? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Other than that, I will see you guys with a video this Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern. Love and appreciate you all for the support, and as always, rise up.